Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Deconstruction Simulator. Today's beverage is a very potent Winter Wonderland coffee. That's coffee with lots of festive spices. Maybe a little bit early for some, but it's just come back into the shops because it's very seasonal and I thought I would pick it up. Either way, welcome back to the game. We've played previously the prologue on the channel, which consisted of 3 or 4 of the contracts, and I was very surprised at the game because a lot of the simulator games, you pretty much know what you're in for. That is a very, very low-res tire, although we got close and yeah, okay, that's that's interesting. Anyway, yes. 4 polygons. A few more. Anyway, yes, as I said, we were checking that out, and it did give me a bit of a surprise, because a lot of simulator games, you know what you're in for. If you're going to steal things, you're going to steal things, take them out the front door. If you're going to smash stuff up, same thing. If you're going to recycle, or destroy stuff, or junkyard, or whatever it happens to be. But this one contains, I think, a little bit more, as in you'll go to an area and it'll have contracts, and the contracts could be things like demolish a certain wall, maybe take some items that you want and then deliver the others to the customer. You have to actually deconstruct things rather than just smash it up, and it's about upcycling, and you've got different contracts and different requests, and yeah, you got things like orders and such. So for example, there's a rare table that one of our customers wants, and I can send that to them. And in fact, you know what? I'll accept that order, and I think I'll go with just a small capacity truck. This is one of the things you can do. So it says customer quality. Yeah, we don't need to read about that one. We're just going to get this done. It's very early on in the game. I've only done about 3 or 4 contracts, but yeah. We need a table, and it is, I believe that, is it that one? I think it's that one, and it looks to be the right one. Yeah, it does say table, and then we'll place it in the vehicle, and then close that up, and then we will make probably not much money because, like I say, it's a not great one, and yeah, we'll complete the order, send the invoice, and then okay. So that's the sort of thing you can do. Anyway, we're going to do a couple of contracts, or maybe just 1 or 2. We'll see. So this one here is an abandoned shanty. There's a house in the neighbourhood. They call it Rising Abandoned Shanty. So it happens that I bought a plot of land which it located, and I would like to develop the interior in my own way. Get to work. The main job is to retrieve the dresser, the display cabinet in the hall, in the kitchen, the fridge, and in the bathroom we need to destroy the walls. Bonus jobs is basically take or destroy the sofa, the RTV shelf, and the TV, and we have to clean up. So we're going to accept that contract, and let's go ahead and see what we can do. We will buy a... Do you want to buy a pallet? I think we'll buy a pallet. Yeah, we'll open that up. Oh yeah, you can. No, you can. You can't mess around with that one. I don't know why the tutorial keeps popping up, because I've actually done it, although there's been a few updates since I last played it. So we've got this pallet here. We've got a box there for stuff. I think that will probably do us, and let's just go ahead and we'll travel to the shanty. There is sort of in-game time that you have to look at, so yeah, we'll see how we get on here. So this is where we've been situated, and we have the customer's vehicle here, we have our vehicle here, and let's go ahead and do the basic contract details, which is shown on the top left there. So we're just going to turn on the lights so you can actually see things. So we need to, in the where is it? It said in the kitchen, we need to take the fridge. So I guess I'll pick up the fridge, and we obviously have the power of a freight train. So we're going to pick this up, and it says retrieve the fridge. I don't know how on earth I'm going to get this in the vehicle, but let's see. You can rotate it. I'll rotate it there and see if I can place it like so, and there we go. So we've already got 1 star shown on the top left, and that's now done. In the hallway, it is to retrieve the dresser. Let's just double check. Let's just scan that one. It's dresser common. That's the one. So we will disassemble that. So we need to open the drawers, and we can sort of move around here, and then we actually take out the screws individually. So there's quite a lot of detail when it comes to the deconstructing of this. If you click on one of the parts like that to remove it, it then shows you what you actually have to remove. So in this case, the screws. You can clip through the floors and walls and stuff just for the sake of visibility and such, so I don't actually mind that, because otherwise it would just be a bit of a nightmare to try and get your head around. So yeah, we'll remove all of these. You don't have to remove like all of the handles individually. It's not that serious. That drawer should come out now. Yep, that's fine. And then we'll do this. Naturally, you can... let me put on a flashlight there, or torch. You can you can go ahead and let me just open both of these. Oh, you can't both at the same time. That's a shame. You can upgrade your tools, so there's lots of tools you can upgrade. I believe there's been more added since I last played, including I don't know if this was a joke on exoskeleton, which is like you can carry more stuff and run with heavy things. That's the idea anyway. I'm not too sure if that's a joke on the developer's part, but hey ho, I don't think so. Anyway, so we'll just remove this last drawer here. I hope this is the one they're wanting. There's a couple of times when I've got it wrong, but there you go. So we'll remove that, and then we can't remove the sides. So we've got these little sort of wedges in, and then we basically have to sort of break them free like that. So these ones go up and down. There's another one there. This is for the back panel, and then that back panel will come off, and then the side. So you can see the detail that's been put in there, and then we need to remove the top and the sides, then that one, and then it becomes this like flat pack. So yes, obviously totally unrealistic, because I don't know anyone at all in life that has put a flat pack back into a box. But there you go. So we've retrieved the dresser, which is good. We need to get the display cabinet. So let's see. We're going to bring this out. Kitchen cabinet, display cabinet. Is it going to be this one? It is this one. So this is the display cabinet. I'm going to open the doors because I can recycle, I'm going to use the term, recycle some of the stuff in there. So we're going to place that down, and we're going to say pick up the books, and then it goes in there. So this is just us putting them in the packing peanuts for obviously safekeeping. Some things you can value, so like that element figure's worth 3, that's worth 8, that's worth 8. I'm going to put that in there, why not? And that one in there, why not? How much is the kettle worth? Worth 10, that'll go in there. So you can, yes, upcycle this one. What else did it say? F1 to, it says retrieve the display cabinet, destroy the bathroom walls. I'm sure there was also take or destroy the sofa, take or destroy the TV. So we can take the TV, might as well take the TV. It's happy for us to do that. So we'll bring this in and then place it in there. Big CRT TV there. And we're already up to 2.5 stars. Take or destroy the RTV shelf and the sofa. I don't think we're going to get both in, although I will give it a go. I don't even know how much the sofa's worth, actually. Let's see. It's worth 150, so probably worth my time. Again, it's all sort of free for us. I can't place that there because I've got this sort of pallet in there, so we'll pick that up, and then once again we'll do some logistics, and it's probably best if I go inside the vehicle this way, and then it should fit in. Yeah, I don't know about anything else though. That's gonna be the sticky wicket, really. I think the TV might, if we're lucky, yeah, go on top of the sofa. There we go. And let's do the other stuff. So it's the display cabinet. So it was this one here, wasn't it? So we'll click on this one, and we will start to use. So that elephant's on top there. That's going to crash down and such, but we'll see how we get on. So I'm just going to remove all of the side panels here, all the screws for the side panels, like so. Obviously, there's different types of properties. You've got some that are more upmarket than this one, and as you progress on, you get throughout the career some better access to different ones. Some of the ones that your attempt are literally destroy the entire house, and we might, if we have time, have a look at that. I think later on you can hire a wrecking ball in, but I'm basically doing it manual, which is basically get out the sledgehammer and just start smashing away. And that's where the game, I think, again, it shows its strengths in that it's it's got a lot of physics in there and a lot of detail. I think it's Unreal Engine, truth be told. But anyway, let's finish off removing the screws and the hinges on these glazed doors here. Glazed at the moment anyway, it just depends on how careful we are or not. So they're removed, and no, we need to remove that there, and then there's that removed. So I'm gonna guess basically all of these wedges we need to remove, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get that done. Yeah, so all of these need to be done, so we can move that, then we can remove the shelf, that's right. So we're just gonna do that, remove the wedge, there we go, and then shelf, and then that one removes. I think we had screws in that one, which we've already done, so that's removed. And then finally this one, and then this one, and got 1, 2 side panels maybe, top. Then there goes the elephant, and that's broke. Side panels back, and then the bottom, and then we've, like I said, got the flat pack, and then that should be the second to last one done. Will that fit in the back there? it won't, but it will fit at the top. And then we're up to 4 out of 5 stars, so it is, what did it say? Destroy, what did it say? Destroy the RTV shelf, which is this one here. Let's go ahead and we'll save the Spitfire, because it would be, is that Spitfire? I'm not too sure, but either way, we should put it in there. Let's just grab a couple of items just to fill this thing up. And do I want to save this? It was worth 80, so it might be worth our time. I'm not really too sure, but whatever, we might as well do it. It's not going to take more than a couple of minutes to get it done, just to remove all of these wedges, so let's do that. One of the things I do want to upgrade is this it looks like it's a chisel actually, but yeah, I do want to get this upgraded because quite frankly it just takes yeah, a lot of wiggling of the mouse to do. So that panel's removed, that panel's removed. Looks like this would be an absolute nightmare to assemble. You'd think all of these panels, the top and the bottom at least, would be in one big thing, but apparently not. And there we go, and then that should be the top removed, and then the shells removed. I could probably move the bottoms and sides, and then actually that wasn't too bad, was it? Those were separate as well. What an absolute nightmare. Right, so that's going to go in here. Can I fit it in there? I really can't. Will it fit on top of the TV? I don't know if it will. It feels like it would fit in here, maybe, but it's the sofa that's proving problematic. That's now in. Now the problem is, I'm going to leave that pallet. There's no way that's coming with me. I'm going to see what's in the bathroom, and oh yeah, so there's the stuff to be removed. Let me just save this here because we're just going to fill this up until it's, let's say, completed. No, let's not do that. Let's open it up and see what's in here. Lots of plates. Let's say there's lots of detail in the game in terms of, let's say, what's around the place. So there we go. There's our box there completed, and this is just miscellaneous stuff which that can surely fit in there. Yeah, just perfectly fine. So we're up to 4 out of the 5 stars. I'm just going to remove the pictures because it didn't say to delete them or not. Say delete, destroy, same as all of this stuff here. So normally it's fine with it. Like if you accidentally break something, it's you can even close the toilet. Brilliant. Right, okay, so we need to destroy the bathroom walls. So naturally we're going to bring out the persuader and we just start doing this. Now there is a method in my madness here. So you can see the walls. It's they're actually sort of the wooden walls. Now it depends. Again, it's one of the good things about the game is that you can spend as long or as not long as you want on these jobs. You don't necessarily have a time limit. There is a time on the top right, but that's basically just saying, you know, how long is left in the in-game day because you've got like rent and things like that. So yeah, so I've removed all of those, and you can see all of these are breaking apart. Oh, missed. Probably hit myself in the kneecap there. But if you don't want to do this, I mean, this is obviously very, very you know, very brutal, and we are just destroying things. You don't have to do it this way. If you wanted to, you can basically go with, you know what, I actually want to genuinely just save that panel. So you can do this and this and this, and then there you go. You can literally remove the panel, and you can bring the panel back and sell the panels, and that is, let's say, one of the game's strengths there. I don't think I'll be able to fit it. There's no way I'm going to be able to fit this in this van. That's one of the things I do want. Actually, you know what I might be able to do? I might be able to get it. I might be able to get it at the top there, maybe? No, that's not happening. Anyway, can you fit on the roof? You can go on the roof. Don't think that'll help. But yeah, you can, if you want, remove all of these individual bits. So I can say, look, I just want to remove that bit there. And then you cut through that there, then cut through this bit, and then cut through that bit, and then keep going. And then there you go. You now have access to the timber. And you can literally take apart a building bit by bit and sell the whole thing if you wanted to. Now, naturally, that takes so long to do. We won't be doing that in this video, but yeah, you know, if you want to do that, then you certainly have the choice, and the choice is normally all good. So let's just remove this sort of stuff, get rid of this. Obviously, we're just working for Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do either, but yeah, we're technically doing the job. Obviously, they've marked out what we have to destroy. There's the odd physics glitch there. You saw something floating, but not too much of a issue there. And what you can actually do, if you really wanted to, is basically just chop it like a tree at the bottom, and I think basically it'll just fall apart once it's done. And you can see I'm just doing lots of left clicking here. I think if you hold it, you swing harder. But there we go. Then there's that removed penalty. Yeah, so I've damaged something that I shouldn't have done, which is a shame. But there we go. So I've got a penalty of 25 generic units of currency. That is pretty much completed, though, the rest of it. And there is a bonus of 60 for cleanup. So I can do just that. And it doesn't take too long to clean this up. All you need to do is just do that. And then you've got a bag. And then I just place it there. And you can bring all this again. You can bring all this rubbish back. And you can sell it. Which is interesting. I'm just going to get the technically cleaned up done, and yeah, look at that, it's technically cleaned up, so it's given me a little bit of a grace period of you don't have to 100% do it. It's clean enough. And all of these, by the way, the reason I'm not picking these up is because these are the pieces of wood I can actually collect. So I could say, you know what, I want to collect this bit of wood and all of these bits, and you can stack them up. And will these fit in the van in any way? I actually don't think so, although they might fit down that side. No, maybe not. Down that side. Oh yeah, look at that. So we can put the planks there. So we can. Oh no, that's not working out. Let me just go ahead and place that in like so, and then what's stopping that? Is it this one? It is this one, isn't it? Right. Okay. So I'm gonna have to be very careful on trying to get this in. That should be all right. Yeah, there we go. So we've got a penalty, but let's travel back to the warehouse, and there we go. So we will have to unload the vehicle. So we'll pick up this and put it on the shelf. So there we go. So this now goes into our inventory. The TV will go there. I don't think we'll ever sell that thing. The sofa will go on its side, I would imagine. Yeah, it looks a bit dodgy, but it is. But again, look, it is actually strapped up. I don't know if you saw that. It's actually strapped up, which is, again, more detail. So we're going to put that in there. And these are different sizes of wood. So, yeah. That's what's gone on there. In fact, can I place that there? Yes. Why is that not allowing me to place it there? There we go. I think that's because it's all different sizes. Naturally, you probably should put them in size order, like sort of large. Actually, why is that not go there? Because that's probably a 2x4, and that's probably a 1x4 maybe. Looking at the thickness, I mean, that should go there. And that, anyway, I'm not going to mess around too much with that one. And then we've got the general sort of bric-a-brac stuff here, which goes, if I recall, just on the shelf. There we go, just random stuff. And yeah, let's go ahead and we will finish off that contract and complete it. So 200 odd generic units of currency, but with a penalty of 25. But we'll send the invoice, and final review is okay. So there we go. All right. So is that now done? Let's go to orders. We'll see if there's any orders. So there's a common wall for a rare client. They will pay 108 generic units currency. They need 6 walls. I've only got the 4. So I'm going to go through. And if any of these criteria are met, we will go ahead and do some selling. I don't think we will get any more. No, not today. Okay, so contracts then. We've got this one. Demolish house, take or destroy all items in the house. This is just to wreck the place. Payment is a 372. This one is similar thing, but you have to take some stuff. This one is retrieve and then demolish the house. Retrieve toilet, shower, and the wash basin, but the house is actually quite large, based on what we're able to do. I'm going to go with the Hurricane Horror because it's half destroyed anyway. You need the appropriate permit. I don't have the permit for that one, so I'm going to have to go with maybe I'll go with this one. Go with that one there. Retrieve kitchen sink and cabinet. Retrieve big kitchen cabinet. We'll accept the contract. And then we'll go ahead and actually, I'll see if I can get another tool. I don't think I'll be able to. Tool store. I've got the second one there, flat screwdriver. We've got the second one, chisel, 600 for the next level, which is a bit of a shame, so that's not going to happen. Right, okay, over to the van, and I will need, do I need a pallet? I'm not actually going to, I mean, I will be taking some brick, or do I just want to demolish? No, I'm just going to demolish it, truth be told. I mean, like I say, for the size of job that it is, I'm just going to smash the place up. Okay, so do not enter. Yeah, we are Mavericks on this one, so we'll turn that on. You can see there's things in here like the TV, so I can take this. I think I will take. I'll have a look around and see what items may be of value, and that's probably worth a little bit. It's worth 100. It's a rare TV. We will place it right at the back, and it's flat screen, so it should go quite nicely there. And we've got the fridge, which I'm not going to take. Let's just go ahead and check this out. So I'm just looking at the value of things. So things like the plane and tables, skateboards worth 70, guitars worth 45. Let's open the door. Washing machine. Oh, the toilet's actually worth 150, so I might as well take that. And again, it's not actually quite a large. It's not a large toilet, so it can go in there. There's doors on both sides, so that's always useful. Take or destroy all items from the house. So it's happy for me to do this. I think obviously some of them, like the wardrobe, it would be nice to take, but you know, we've got time limits on this one, so yeah, we shall see. I'll take the guitar for 40. Do I want to take the guitar for 45? Yeah, why not? Seems rude not to, and it even stands up there as well, so that's all good. And any other details here? It says clean up, and you get 400 for clean up. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll pick up the TV. Anything that I can pick up easily and shove in the back of the van, I will do. How much was the skateboard worth? It was worth 17. I'm not even going to bother with that one. Chairs, only 20, and it's a bit different from the one I've got. The sink is worth was worth 100, but again, it's going to take time to do all that. Is anything else in here that we can see? Most of it will be already been taken because, like I say, it's a bit of a rundown, rundown place. So yeah, I'm guessing it's been acquired tactically by other people. How much are these worth? They're worth 75. I might as well take these for 75, but I'm getting to capacity on the vehicle here. Again, as you progress on, you get more and more access to different tools and vehicles. And I definitely need a bigger van already. This is only, like I say, a few maybe missions into the game here. Can I stack them like this? Is the game going to be really nice of it? It's going to be nice of it? Oh yes, perfect. Right, that's that now done. Okay, so I've taken a fair amount of stuff, and do I want to take? No, I'm not even bothered about that sort of thing. Right, so what about the water heater? Well, it's worth 150. We're definitely taking that. So we've already, if we can sell this, we've probably made maybe $1,000 in just random stuff that we've acquired. There we go. I don't think that is properly stored, but whatever. The bed we have to deconstruct, so I'm not going to bother. How much is the piggy bank worth? Only 10. Anything in the wardrobe? Absolutely nothing. Painting. Interesting. And yeah, I think that's about it. Our shoes, there might be some designer things here. No. Okay then, so how do we go ahead and take the building down? Well, what we do is basically destroy your graphics card by doing this. And you can just basically chop it down like a tree from the bottom, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And you can see all of the bricks, they basically fall down as we remove them. Hang on, you'll be able to see in a minute once they're... Look at that, the whole thing comes down like this. The whole thing is physics-based, which is really, again, surprising. I've played a lot of these games, flipper games, shall we say, deconstruction games, where, you know, it's very limited in what you can do, but this is, like I say, it seems to be nice and simulated, and it does have some performance issues at times, as you might imagine, even on quite modest boards and dwellings. You can see them smashing even of the furniture there, and I assume that some of this will be destroyed anyway because of, you know, basically the house falling on it. I mean, you can see already we've taken out all of this. There'll be some internal walls I have to deal with as well. I'm absolutely mashing left mouse here just to remove this. I'll work on the middle ones later on. Now, obviously, if you wanted to, you can take apart this. I've mentioned earlier, you can take apart this manually and get all of these yourself and sell it and make sure you sell a pallet of bricks. And I would say that long term, that's probably the most efficient way of doing it. But for the sake of this video and getting it done and showing you, like I said, it's basically the effectiveness of the physics. You can you can basically just keep on going. How much is the? I was going to say, how much is the aircon worth? It is worth. Not for sale. Okay, fair enough. Not for sale. Gone. Right. Okay, not for sale. Not anymore. So you can see all these walls are in certain sections. Just destroying some of this. And we'll have to go around and clear up, and then it'll tell us what we've got left. And I probably will do the clear up because it was like 400 for a full clear up. And yes, by the way, you do have to get rid of the foundations as well, which I found does take some time. But if we've got a bit of time, we can do all this. Like I say, what we'll do is we'll go around, we'll destroy the external walls, we'll do then maybe some clear up, and then we'll do the internals. It's going to take a while to do, and you can bring the trash back and even sell that, I believe. But obviously that's something we're going to focus on. Did I just hit the piggy bank there? I think it is. Okay, fine. And it's removed, and yep, that was the electrical supply that I just hit with a sledgehammer. I assume that's not the way to do it properly. And there you go. And we're almost around the front of the property. Oh, penalty received, kitchen sink. Did it say we had to? It didn't say. I thought we had to just take or destroy everything. Oh, I already got a big penalty. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm just going to continue on. Whatever. It is what it is. Right, so things are pretty much removed now. You know what, I might be able to get access to the central walls. Yeah, I didn't think it would... oh, damn it. Yeah, it did say retrieve kitchen sink and big kitchen cabinet. Oh, that's on me. Fair enough. So I've got a penalty, but maybe we're just role-playing the sort of cowboy builder. Frame rate is actually starting to suffer somewhat, and one is not... I'm not surprised at that, considering the amount of... the things that are going on. Right, let's go ahead and sort this up. So it's not going to take long to basically fill the bag, and then there you go. And then we basically pick all of this up, and then you can see it does just give you a big pile of stuff. So it doesn't take long to grab a lot of rubbish, and to be fair, I've probably smashed half this into my own vehicle, and the paintwork's almost certainly ruined now, but whatever. Let's just place all these bags and then go around. Yeah, I wish I remembered to collect the other stuff, but no matter, we've got a penalty. Actually, the penalty, you can see, is actually, it's on the star rating, it's actually in red now, so I've actually gone back over. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a good trades review off this, to be fair. There we go. I think you can just leave that on site, to be honest. You just have to clear up. So just as long as you've removed the rubbish from the actual area where you've wrecked stuff, I think the game should allow us to continue. A couple of random bits that have just went astray, and pick up all of this. Loads of roof panels, and we're just going to get the big bits for now. And then we'll come back and do the rest, because there's going to be more that's going to fall apart anyway, because naturally we've got more to destroy. So how many bags have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 bags of rubbish. There's a router. How much is the router worth? It's worth 15. Nope. Nope. Right, so we'll pick that up and then pick all this up. And we've got more of this to do. I'll just get round the back of here, and then that'll mean we can then probably remove the rest of it, the rest of the stuff around the property. And that says details. We've actually cleaned up, so it's going to give us 400 just for doing that, but we're not done. We're definitely not done. So there's more to get rid of. Obviously, a lot of this we should have, well, some of this we should have kept, but it does say to destroy the rest of the house. So we'll do this. take or destroy all items is on 100%, so it's already said basically you've completed that one. So there is some little items left, like I think there was a plane somewhere and like a piggy bank and things like that, and bits of bed frame and some of the other stuff. But again, it's not going to say, oh yeah, you've left a painting. You're going to have to go ahead and do all of the rest of it. Go ahead and find it. It's somewhere. So the rest of the house, we'll remove this one. We're on to 71%. I mean, even though it's given us the clean... right, so it actually hasn't given us the cleanup now because obviously we've made a little bit more mess, as you can probably clearly see. And there we go. So that's now gone. And then we've got a little bit more here. And there we go. And now, obviously, we've got the foundations as well. We will have to do that. But I'm not going to do that just yet because it's going to take a bit too much time. So we're going to pick up all of this. And obviously we've got more. Did I just put the fridge straight in the bag? I think I might have done. All right. So the house, you can see, you know, I don't know of many games where you can start off with a fully built house and take it basically to rubble. With all of these, like say, simulated, which is quite impressive. There we go. Pick up all of this. Naturally, I will have to come back and... destroy the foundations, but I'm just going to get the majority of this stuff. There is some more things to get rid of, so we'll get rid of these, and this one. There we go, and I think that is about that. So we'll grab all of the stuff around here. We'll get this full bag, and then I think what we'll do is we'll probably go ahead and get rid of the foundations. There we go. Still a bit left there. And that's a bag. Right, okay. So probably about 12 bags there. And then, yeah, start with the step. So, yes, we need to destroy all of these here. I don't know if it's just this bit on top, although we have to destroy the foundations underneath. No, I think it's just this bit. We're on 90% already. So yeah, it feels like it's just this bit here. So we don't have to destroy literally the concrete foundations. We don't have to take it to bare earth. Is what the game is telling us. Hippo, it's gone. 98%. 99. 100. So the game has basically said, yeah, you're fine, you've done that now. Obviously we've got a penalty. We didn't take the things that they wanted us to take. I don't know what these bits are. Anyway. That's now removed. So, let's just pick up the rest of this. And I think the game's actually said we're okay on that one. It had there's a little alert there to say, yeah, things are okay. I'll just pick up this stuff. I'll basically fill the bag, and then we'll check it out and see what the final verdict is. We're not going to get a great score out of it because obviously we haven't done some of what it wanted. Basically, I destroyed. I destroyed 2 of the items that we should have salvaged, but no matter. Some shoes. Can I pick that up? No. What we can do though is break it, and just break it and take it. Can't even take that bit. There we go. And I don't think we're going to get a full bag off this one, but it does say cleanup done. So, let's go ahead and we'll close this up and we'll travel back to the warehouse. So, not the best job in the world, and that's mainly on us. Let me just unload this stuff. Again, I'm just going to put it wherever it'll go. Naturally, you can expand the warehouse. I don't know if I mentioned before, we can expand the warehouse. And, yeah, obviously store more stuff. This is just you, no employees or anything like that, as far as I can tell. Some of this stuff is probably not worth keeping, things like the guitar and things like that. But we took it anyway. I'll take the toilet's worth 150. We got a penalty of 180 for not complying with the contract request, but no matter. We'll see what we get at the end of this one, and there might be some people that are wanting the items that we've got there. And then the guitar, which will go. Where is it going to go? I don't think it's supposed to go anywhere. I think it's just a case of. Oh yeah, you can't even place it anywhere. I think you're gonna have to do is, yeah, You have to get a box, and because that has to go there. Then the box goes. Where does the box go? Probably in the back of the van for now. Anyway, let's go ahead over to here. Contracts. So sadly, we've got kitchen cabinet. No. Big kitchen cabinet, no. Deductions, destroyed the kitchen sink and kitchen cabinet. Yeah, sink cabinet, gone. So we've got penalties on that one. But we did demolish the house 100%, take or destroy all items from the house 100%, and then we cleaned up as well. So the total is... oh yeah, rent for 600. You can rent the bulldozer. Sorry, the wrecking ball. We'll complete the contract, and the total amount is 359. If I'd taken the other stuff, obviously it would be a little bit more, 180 more. But there you go. So that's now done. Orders wise, we can have a quick look through. I don't think there's anything really, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So we will call it there for the end of that day, and probably for the video. We've actually, it says lost money there, warehouse rent and the amount there, but that's, well, that was for the rent and the transport cost, but we've made 601 generic units of currency. So yeah, and obviously you get different contracts per day, so you've got, yeah, lots of retrievals there, and obviously as you progress on, you can go for permits. So there's another permit. That's construction permit tier 2, goes all the way up to tier 5, and you've got like big condos and stuff. Orders wise, look at that, common TV and a premium wardrobe, so 298 to get that one done. But yeah, that's been a bit of Deconstruction Simulator. Like I say, compared to a lot of the simulator games, it does seem to contain a lot more in this one, a lot more detail. And you can spend as long as you want on it. Like I say, we've just pretty much demolished a house in, 15, 20 minutes. But you can literally take it apart brick by brick and take all of the stuff. So like you've got all of the different woods here. These are all the plasterboard. This is your different timbers. There's doors and stuff go here. All this racking. There's wood there. There's windows there. You've got all of the other stuff in storage. So there's loads of things you can do. Obviously, there's, like I say, also weapon upgrades. Weapons. There's tool upgrades, which I really do want an upgraded chisel for 600. But I might. How much have I actually got? How much money have I got? I've got only 869, so I can't get, sadly, the next permit. But yeah, there's your tool store. It shows you all the stock, but you've got the warehouse, so you can expand the warehouse. $3,000 to get that one done, though, so that's not going to happen. You can edit it, so you can move all of the shelving in there. You can get a garage and different vehicles. But yeah, that's been a bit of the game, and very much enjoying it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and any tips, comments, suggestions. We'd like to hear them. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.